It was a beautiful afternoon with a breeze, I remember that. And you didn't have this complex as you have it now. You just had a stadium on this side where we're sitting with wooden benches. And right out there in the oval was the flagpole that had the Australian flag flying. There was a quietness over the whole stadium, and the Defence Force took down the Australian flag, folded it, gave it to our Governor-General, Sir John Guise, who then passed it on to the Australian Governor-General. And it was a very emotional moment. We knew that the next morning, when the flag went up on Independence Hill, that we would be an independent state, and the relationship that this country had with Australia was very, very important. Well, I think there's always been the issue for Papua, with Papua-Basena, to have a separatist movement, and Josephine Abijah was a very staunch leader for that. You also had Bougainville and the issues of autonomy and independence, but there was a tremendous hope that all of this we would build that country together. And the Papuan leadership played a very strong and important role in all that, and were decisive about moving ahead, and that Michael Somare would be the Prime Minister of an independent state.
7 months ago, Michael Somare led his country through its last hesitant step into the 20th century and independence. And it's been almost anticlimactic. There's been no bloodbath. Bougainville is not yet resolved. The Tolais and Matangans of the Gazelle Peninsula remain jealous of their rights and aware of their relative political sophistication. And Josephine Abijah, although somewhat muted these days, still lurks in the background with the threat of Papuan secession. But Michael Somare, in his travels across the country, is able to preach the new nationalism, to talk of one nation, jealousies festering. And over it all, Michael Somare's hold is tenuous. But that will be the nature of government in Papua New Guinea for a long time to come, and for just as long, the spirit of Sana, the peacemaker.
I think the most important part of the Constitution is the national goals and directive principles. And what the aspect that I put a lot of emphasis on now is on the fifth point, which talks about Papua New Guinea ways. This is about our culture. This is about how we as people live our lives. Even though we have a modern economy, a modern political system, what holds us together is our people and our families, our clans and our tribes. That is really important.